Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is okay with the Hardleg Joe and Mr. RJ. Pulling new cards as we go. So while we play, we'll not ever win a game. When all the archetypes and power cards are banned, we feel the pain of 5 points lost in 1,000 duels. But through the fire and misplays, all the chaos drafting days will carry on. And welcome back once more to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos Draft, episode 18. We're getting up there. We're going high numbers. Our Chaos Draft is almost old enough to drink. It's old enough to vote. So there's that. Yeah, pretty interesting. I'm, of course, Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, joined by the Merly of YugiTube, the RJB0.
It's great, because I've been working on tier limits for the last, 5-6 episodes, and the second I start to get close to a core for it, I just get absolutely slapped upside the head.
You're talking about in Omega, or were you actually building these in Master Duel?
Oh, no, in Chaos Draft.
Ah, okay.
I finally got to them, and I played them, and you played Dragon Rulers, and I just ate shit immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work out. But yeah, I bring up them early, because we just got at the time of recording, we just got the big, huge Master Duel ban list recently. I don't think I ever saw your thoughts on that. Do you have thoughts on that? I'm not even sure if you play a lot of Master Duel.
I don't think I've actually touched... So I actually just started a Master Duel Masochist run that I've been having a lot of fun with, but I haven't touched, competitive ladder climbing Master Duel since the, first 3 months that it existed.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, if you missed it, it looks like they're finally starting to hit some of the awful stuff that, day one, we were like, why is this legal? They finally banned Rongo.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Rongo
now what about the bug?
Block Dragon. They haven't hit the bug yet, but I have a theory, right? Because when I talk to OCG players, one of the most common things they say is they're like, well, if we got rid of the back C, that would make Block Dragon and Rongo and Galaxy Tomahawk broken. And I was like, well, we could just ban those. And they're like, but those are fan favorites. I don't want to give those up if that's the cost of banning Max C. Why? You seem to be afraid of them, but, they seem to be accounting for that. They're basically banning those things first. And so that when Maxi does get banned, you can't be like, oh, all those weren't banned for Maxi. They were banned beforehand. See, they were already broken. It's fine. So that's my prediction on camera. December, the Christmas gift we deserve. Banned Maxi.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So... that's my Master Duel podcast for now. We should get back to Chaos Draft, though. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Yes.
Jules, go ahead and put up the ban list. Let everyone see what's on there, including the new thing, Chaos Ruler, the ruling Chaos Ruler of Chaos, or whatever. It says Chaos 3 times in its name. Either way,
it does.
It's gone, which means my dragons are they can't be played anymore, right?
I'm sure there's nothing in your deck that would make the Dragon Rulers playable.
There's nothing I could do. It was just Chaos Ruler, and now that that's gone, we'll be done. Just ignore everything as we go into the pack opening. Oh yeah, and we're preparing today's episode. We're doing Broke Boy Yu-Gi-Oh! $50 and under. I think last episode I said 80, but I was like, that's too high. We need to do 50.
Yeah, I will tell you, $50 hurts. That $30 makes a big difference for me.
It was a bit, I mean, like I said, I think we were talking about this beforehand. I had 3 or 4 decks that easily fit underneath this. It wasn't just the Dragon Rulers. I was kind of surprised when I was like, I think we need to lower this, otherwise it's not going to limit us at all. And you're like, oh no, all my livelihood.
Yeah, my Pendulum deck, my Tri-Brigade deck, and my Earth Machines are all $150.
That's absolutely crazy. And me over here, I could build Math Mech for 30. Still have room for a side deck and everything. Just crazy. Prices in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are obscene. But that's a topic for another time. For now, let's go and jump onto pack opening street. Just take a stroll down the lane. Whoosha! Pack opening dimension. This time with a different hat. The top hat temporarily banished because I'm here on Twitch as always. You want to say hello, Twitch chat? Maybe do some cats in the chat or something. Look at them. They're so adorable. Some of them got sunglasses. And they paid a bunch of subs for me to wear the bunny hat instead. So I'll be like, hello, check out the bunny hat. If I pull something exciting, I could be like, is that something exciting? So we got that. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Bunny Hat Joe, and if you prefer Top Hat Joe. As for today, there's not a whole lot of strategy that's going into it. At this point, our collection's pretty robust. I don't know the price of things off the top of my head, but I think we already have a pretty good budget deck, so I'm not particularly looking for anything. It's mostly just the same stuff we've been looking at before. More dragons, more math mechs, maybe some dark magician stuff. Who knows? Cyberse things? Not in this pack. In this pack, we're getting almost nothing. Nobleman of Extermination is a funny card, though. Let's go ahead and take that.
You know, maybe if I was better at resolving Nibiru, we'd be in a different situation than we're here. That was, to be fair, the very first time I had ever resolved a Nibiru in my life, but my deck is performing excellently. I want to continue building on my tier limit strategy. I have a couple of other things going on. Let's see what we can draft. Starting, of course, with the beginning. The Dark Beginning. That's a Snatch Steal. Is Snatch Steal banned? I'll take a Snatch Steal happily. Snatch Steal is in fact banned. Okay, there's DNA Surgery. DNA Surgery is a very funny floodgate. Yeah, I'll take the DNA Surgery.
Order from Chaos. I'll see number Utopia Ray. You know, I do have a Utopia. I do have a Utopia the Lightning. This would give it an extra material. Why not? Sure, we'll throw it in there.
Legendary Collection 3. That's a Mind Control. We take those. Mind Control's actually kind of sick. I will happily take Mind Control.
Okay, Battle Pack. Epic Dawn. Oh hey, Ring of Destruction. This has worked wonders for Robert. Maybe I'll be able to make it work too.
Alright, Legendary Collection 5Ds. I don't know what I want out of this set, but there are some good things in here. Naturia Beast is one of them. Oh boy, Naturia Beast is good for Earth Machine. We take those. A Ninishi plus a level 3 tuner of any sort. Sorry, a Ninishi plus a level 2, like an Infinitrack Harvester, is Nat Beast. Very good stuff.
5Ds. No, oh hey, 1 for 1. I've been looking to get this. This is on my list of things I really need. It would be good. Now we have it. Yay me.
Invasion. Vengeance. It's a invasion. It's an invasion of vengeance. The vengeance do be invading. Crystron Quan. I have a concerning number of Crystrons in my collection. It's a quick effect synchro. We've got plenty of those. What does this Predaplant do? Oh! Ooh. Actually, this card is really good. And the reason why this card is really good is because if you use it as link material, then we can use Triantis or Sundew to fuse off our opponent's monsters without Super Poly. This card is really good.
Sing it with me, chat. Clash of Rebellions. Boogie woogie woogie. Ignites are neat. I don't like Chicken Game. I think I want to go for the Waterfront. I think we want to get that Kaiju engine on board. Except we already got 3 Waterfront. Do we already have 3 Hat Tricker? We do have 3 Hat Tricker. Screw it. We'll take the Chicken Game. Why not? We'll open up this can of worms.
This set has not exactly been saving me so far. Dark Saviors, what do you got? A lot of cards for hire. Ooh, that's another Allure of Darkness. How many of those do I have? I should really be considering running 3 Allure of Darkness in my decks this week. That's basically Graceful Charity for my decks.
Break the shadow. Oh, Twin Twisters. Hey, how's it going? Nice to have some of the best, now that all the big mass removal is gone, Twin Twisters, really good, especially in Dragon Rulers, where whatever we're pitching, we just get to use again.
Genesis Impact. A second Nightmare Unicorn is actually great for Bylander. We definitely love to see a second unicorn, unless I already have a unicorn. I have 1 unicorn. We'll take the second unicorn. That lets us play it in Bylander, which is great.
Light's Revenge! Oh, hey! Talking about milling cards earlier, and this is a dang old milling card, I tell you what. I have a pretty good rank 4 package, and this makes it a little bit better. I don't already have one of these, do I? I'm, like, certain that I don't. This was like a prize card for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're taking Minerva. Tips Halo, Minerva.
Alright, Power of the Elements. I said it at the beginning of this, the card that I need more than anything else is Tearlament's Meta Noise. Didn't even get a single Tearlaments card. I didn't get a single Tearlaments card.
Alright, Legendary Collection Kaiba. This is a lot of Blue Eyes stuff. I've got a lot of Blue Eyes stuff. Oh hey, Dragon Shrine. That's pretty good. Do I already have 3 Dragon Shrine? I think I might. I have 2 of them, and I have 2 Foolish, so I'm not sure if that's necessarily worth it. What's Dragon Revival Rhapsody? I gotta control a spellcaster for that. It's not great. I could take the 3rd Mirror Force. Do I already have 3 Mirror Forces? Never mind. Yeah, I think it's just Dragon Shrine. I think we just take the last one, because this is already banned. Shrink is outdone by other stuff, and everything else here is just like a goofy goober card.
And finally, Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge. Kawakimeru Supplier is a cool card. We'll take that.
And finally, the crystals will have their revenge. Oh hey, another Heretic Seals? That's pretty good. I think I already have like 3 spheres, if I'm not mistaken. I have 2. It's that, or what is G-Golem? If this is normal or special summon, add or summon 1 Pebble Dog from your deck. Not special summon except Cybers. This card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, add a G-Golem. Do I have a G-Golem? Yeah, I do. I have a Rock Hammer. I don't have a Pebble Dog. Do I really want the 3rd Spheres? Don't want Numeron Dragon, I'm pretty sure, unless I have the thing that, like, does the OTK. Draglubion? Do I have a Draglubion? No, Draglubion not here. Rockhammer is better than Pebble. Pebble searches Rockhammer. You need Manir for the G-Golem. It is a Cybers. It's better, and I don't think we need a second or a 3rd Heavenly Spheres. I didn't even play the second one last time, so let's go for this.
It's Chaos Pack time. Oh, starting with mine today. Doing a little bit, getting a little bit spicy. What do I got? Kageki is pretty decent. Ninja Grandmaster Saizo is also kind of funny. Irrational Incarnation is not what I want. I just chose not to put Shadal Schism in here. I'll take a second Wendy.
Alright, and now we have our bonus packs. Hardleg Chaos Pack number 1. Flip them up. What are we gonna get? There's an Eternal Soul. There's a Fossil Fusion. Machina Redeployment. I'm pretty sure I still don't have like any of the Machina cards. Yeah, I've got like a 1. Those are like impossible to get. I think we just want the 3rd Anchor Drill. It's not the best Infinitrack, but it is one of the play starters.
Chaos Pack number 2. Tin Goldfish is alright. A second Lanpharynchus is not bad for Bylander. Take the second Lanpharynchus.
Alright, Chaos Pack number 2. What you gotta do? Exchange is funny. High Ritual Art is funny. Ooh, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Now, that's not Maxi, but it's kind of like Maxi at home. Fuck it, I'm gonna take the Spooky Dogwood. It's very funny. we're gonna try that out and see how it works. I like the spooky dog.
Hardleg's Chaos Pack. Let's go. Infinitrack stuff that I already have. And vampire stuff that I don't want. Underdog is a really interesting card. During your turn, negates the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. During your opponent's turn, negate the effects of all face-up monsters you control. The Iris Sword Soul is technically a Sword Soul card. Yeah, I'll take the Iris Sword Soul, for sure.
Alright, and then RJ's Chaos Pack. Show me what you got. Anything good? Anything, RJ! You have finally gifted me the Cyber Dragon Nova. I have the things! We got the Ulta. I haven't been taking any dinosaurs, so that doesn't work. But this, we have so much Cyber Dragon stuff, and now we have a payoff. Absolutely taking that. Not sure if we'll make it work this week, but one of these weeks.
And the last pack of the Chaos Pack opening for the day. Machina redeployment. Discard a card, add 2 Machina monsters from your deck to your hand. Yeah, we'll get the redeployment. This was not an inspiring opening. Let's see what we can do with the rerolls to make it a little bit more interesting.
Alright, and pack number 2! Don't scroll down. We're not done here. What do you got? Balancer Lord. I think we might have to take the Balancer Lord. I mean, Indigo Eclipse is good. It's a level 8. It's special summons. I already have 2 of them. I'm not really playing. This is something that, like, unless I'm mistaken. Do I have? No, I don't even have a Balancer. Oh, I have 2 of them. Yeah, this is the one where it's like, pay 1,000, normal summon a Cyberse in addition, so you just get an extra Cyberse. It's either that or maybe like the 6 Samurai, but this is not like the best 6 Samurai. Arc Brave is alright, but I don't think I want to. We're going to take the Balancer Lord. We'll take that. And with that, all we have left to do is to get our rerolls.
Okay, we've got 10 rerolls today. We're going to try opening Power of the Elements first to get ourselves a Tier Limits common. Surely that's not too big of an ask. Okay, so a Tier Limits common is the #1 thing that we want. But a Vernasilf common is also not bad. I honestly think that we take the Thawing Mountains. We may return to this pack later.
Haha! It's reroll time! Starting with Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. Let's see if we can get that Redox on there, baby. Well, we got the Redox baby, so I'll take that. That counts. We'll add that into our pool. Why not? Infinity Chasers. Can I get a good Infinitrack? Spin Turn. I have learned the ways of the Spin Turn. It's mightier than I expected, although I don't have the thing that searches it, I don't think. Infinitrack. Yeah, I don't have the one that actually gets you to the Spin Turn. I think I just want another Chainsaw. I think the Chainsaw is like a good one to get. And it's secret rare, so I think we'll just take the Chainsaw and be happy with it.
Okay, the next pack that I am thinking of opening is Maximum Gold. We're going to reroll Maximum Gold. I got Terraforming out of it, which is a pretty good card for my Earth Machines, but I still don't have the main card that you need to do that Earth Machine thing, so we're going to reroll Maximum Gold. We're going to reroll it again. That's an Ash Blossom. I am getting the the cards that I can't use. Okay. Another Apollosa, which I don't need. Oh, this is getting worse by the second. Yeah, we gotta re-roll this. These rolls from Maximum Gold have been terrible. Alright, here we go. Another Apo and another Rhoda that I can't use. You know, I could just take the second Apo and say it's for Bylander. Yeah, I'm gonna take the second Apo.
Rerolling Maximum Gold. Can I make it even more maximum? Well, Alistair's banned, which means Magical Meltdown is useful. Oh wait, another Chaos Dragon Levianeer. No. No, as much as I would like the Levianeer, I gotta try to go for the Transcode Talker. We're gonna re-roll it again. We're gonna try and hope that if we offer that as an offering, we can get something even better. Well, you try, and sometimes it doesn't work. Do it called by? Do I have 3 called by already? I have 2. We'll go ahead and get the 3rd called by.
All right. And for my pity pack, I am, of course, choosing none other. It couldn't have been anything else but the brand new secret pack out of Master Duel, Guardian of the Sacred Summit. I've been trying to cope on Yang Zing and Sword Soul for the last forever, and I cannot wait to open this pack. Let's see if I can get a actually decent Sword Soul pool. All right. Pack number 1. What can I get from Guardian of the Sacred Summit? Wow, I really hyped this up for nothing, didn't I? Chiwen is good. We take a Chiwen. Next pack. Oh, not looking good, folks. Not looking good. Zhao 2 is a tuner. We'll take that. All right. Pack number 3, we really just want a synchro out of this pack. Longwan, Taya, and Emergence, all extremely good cards. I think out of all of these, we probably take the Emergence. All right, pack number 4. My heart is racing right now. Blackout at rare. Not great. Taoshi is okay. I already have 3 blackouts. To get 2 of them in the same pack is just devastating. Oh, actually, Shinjun is all right. I'll take a Shinjun. All right, last pack. This is probably my last chance ever to get a Sword Soul Synchro. I saw white. What was it? Oh, it was Chung Ying. Ooh, making me regret not taking that long one. Okay. This is a pretty decent synchro monster. I don't know how we build up to this, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Okay. All right. We can work with this. So this we can summon. This is a level 10. We can summon it off of Danglong if we want. And it is generic. Yeah, this card is nuts. This card is really, really good. We will take it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, we finally have a reason to play this deck. I didn't get any additional copies of Moye or Taya today. But that's okay. A couple of other super rare Tayas will make our lives much easier, and we do already have 2 Sword Soul Emergence now. So we take those.
You know, I feel kind of bad playing dragons again, but as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the dragons have been working surprisingly well, and they work even better in this format. This little broke boy Yu-Gi-Oh thing we're doing under $50 really gives me the advantage for the Dragon Rulers, because even though they're high power, the fact that they're all banned means that they don't have a whole lot of value here. I mean, my entire deck is under $20, and it's just because I have a whole bunch of things like Soul Charge and the Dragon Rulers and such. Even the extra deck is not all that expensive. There's a couple things in there, but a lot of the guard dragon stuff is banned as well. So, I mean, well, I guess we'll have to see if RJ has anything on that level, but otherwise it's just playing dragons again, and even though Chaos Ruler is banned, and that kind of prevents me from really milling everything, I can still do a lot in this deck, and that's helped out even more by Galactic Spiral Dragon. This is a one-of, but I can search it off of Eclipse Wyvern, which is really easy to put in the graveyard through a whole bunch of different ways. And then once I get this, if I have 2 light or dark monsters on the field, I can summon this, and then make all the monsters level 8, and then go into things like Prime Photon Dragon for OTKs, which can rank up into Dark Matter if I haven't done that already. Or I could just go into Titanic Galaxy, and let me tell you, Titanic Galaxy plus Spheres is really hard to deal with, because they can't just walk over the spheres, because if you don't know, this has an effect that redirects attacks to itself, and also negates spells. So we're doing pretty good, and, you know, stuff like Card of Safe Return doesn't hurt either. Our one big flaw, I guess, is maybe going second. We don't have as many extenders as I would like. There are certain hands that can still brick on this if we get... Well, I don't know, it's getting exceptionally hard to brick these days. It would have to be, like, an oddly specific hand. If you can get, like, any of the baby dragons, along with really just any normal summonable monster, you can usually get into at least something. If not a Spheres, then some kind of Synchro play, which we've had a couple. And a lot of these we can make a Varum, which is, you know, if you crash this, it destroys the opponent's whole field. Or Black Rose Dragon, which destroys the opponent's whole field. So I'm hoping even if we do go second, if RJ ends up setting a whole bunch of stuff or establishing a board, my hope is I'll be able to make one of these 2 and then just clear that, and then from there win over the resource game by being to summon back the Dragon Rulers every single turn. And then we've got Book of Moon to help. Side deck, we're playing Kaijus, we're playing hand traps, we're playing anti-hand traps because Ghost Bell really hurts this deck, and we got some spell trap removal and some bouncing in case we need it. So yeah, I won't go over the bits and pieces. You've seen this a lot. Hopefully RJ will finally ban something that stops this for certain. Maybe the Blaster, maybe the Dark Matter Dragon, maybe one of the Guard Dragons, or Spheres itself. That really puts a hamper on like every dragon deck. We'll see. I've got to win it first, but I'm feeling pretty confident.
Well, last week I called my deck Casino Tier, and this week the moniker is even more appropriate. We are bringing back Tearlament. I am so determined to summon Kaleido Heart this week, and I have brought the absolute bargain bin in order to do so. Kaleido Heart is by far the most expensive card that I have access to in this extra deck, or in this deck in general, and it is barely scraping in under the wire at $49.14. Let me tell you, I had to leave out some fun tools like my Lavalval Chain, Kashtira Fenrir, Archnemesis Protoss, Chaos Dragon Levianeer, a bunch of very, very important cards for my deck to have follow through in order to be able to run my guy in the extra deck. I am so excited to do so this week. The main combo is much like the combo you kind of saw last week, which is to summon a Nightmare Griffin and summon a Kaleido Heart or a Dragostapelia behind it. It's very easy to do so as long as we can get a tier in the graveyard and an Aqua monster to fuse it with, then we can make the combo. In order to facilitate that, we've got 3 copies of Armageddon Knight and 1 Mathematician to send things to the graveyard. All the dangers except for Thunderbird and Jackalope, because Jackalope's expensive and Thunderbird is bad. And we've got our 3 Gofu to give us a little bit of additional combo power on top of that. Once we're sending cards to the graveyard, things like Destiny Hero Denier and Malicious can be very, very clutch. Malicious is, of course, Malicious, and Denier allows us to cycle our Maliciouses, and it summons itself from the graveyard as an extra bit of material. Just like Destrudo, that allows us to extend in ways our deck is otherwise not capable of. The only major weakness this deck has is not being able to get cards in the graveyard. If we run into that problem, we're in a little bit of trouble. Fortunately, we've got a lot of cards that put things in the graveyard. We've got our triple Allure of Darkness to draw us into our starters, double Foolish Burial, a couple of copies of Dynamiscus, This is a fun one because if I have a Tearlament in my hand after making Kaleidoheart, Dynamiscus triggers Kaleidoheart, which is kind of sick. We've also got triple super polymerization. This is a fun little trick. This helps us deal largely with Hardleg's dark monsters. However, if we can get a light monster into rotation, Super Poly can also deal with things like Titanic Galaxy and Hieratic Dragon of the Heavenly Spheres. If we can put a light monster on board, we can force the spheres, chain Super Poly, and we've taken out Titanic Galaxy, the spheres, and whatever it is that the spheres summons. This also takes care of Borrelend if we really need to do that. So this card is very, very strong for us, needless to say. It also, again, if we get a tier into rotation, can trigger our Kaleidoheart. I'm going to be relying on this card a lot to fuse things off into Mud Dragon of the Swamp or Predaplant Dragostapelia. The rest of our extra deck is just Bargain Bin Boss Monster. We've got our Nightmare Griffin in order to get the combo going, our Boral Sword and our Borreload, and a bunch of materials to get us there. Also Black Rose, because you know, we've got the materials to make it in Destrudo, and clearing the board sometimes is good, and Castell is something to do with our level 4s. Our side deck, as always, is built to determine whether or not we are going first or second. Our Kaiju lineup this time includes Jisukiro. You can tack off an opponent's monster to summon Jisukiro. That's another light monster on the field that isn't a dragon, which makes his board a little bit more weak to Mud Dragon Super Poly. We've got a bunch of other stuff that you really don't need to worry about. Just know that some of these cards are better against Dragon Rulers and some of them are better against Mathmech. Two decks that Hardleg is wholly capable of wrecking my ass with. Let's see if we can get out of this one alive.
The rock, paper, scissors to end all rock, paper, scissors.
This is an important one for me, I'll tell you that.
Let's go. Fuck!
Oh, it worked!
No!
Now I just have to not brick. That is not a brick. That's many things. A brick is not one of them.
This is kind of a brick. This is exactly what I was worried about. There's certain cards that, like, I keep being like, I don't think I should play this. And everyone who's helping me build is like, they're so broken, you can't not play them. But if you draw all of them, then it's a problem.
Oh, my options are multitudinous. This is a little bit of a
runneth over.
It do. All right.
Set one pass.
Take a risk.
Ah.
Sure, that's not ideal, but oh.
Great.
Oh, you don't say. Not a bad draw off of that. Read nothing into this.
Barley. All right. I guess there you go. Check it out.
All right. Let's actually go Gofu next.
Go, Foo!
All right.
Token.
I'm going to summon a couple of tokens.
Token.
And we're going to normal summon the guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many things.
We're going to send away a Havness. We'll activate that Havness.
I thought I'd escaped the tier limit plays. And yet
You have not.
It
has only just begun, Hardleg Joe. Let's do this.
Only just begun.
I'm going to add. Yeah, let's do that play. I very much like that play. I haven't gotten to pull that play yet. Okay, I'm going to add Tearlament Suliak to my hand.
I'm a dead man.
And next, I'm going to do a humble Linkro summon for a Space Insulator.
Ah, need one of these if your apartment has bad airflow.
That's me right now. That's me in this heat.
Wishing you had the Space Insulator.
True. Let's hit a Foolish Burial here.
Oh,
this is a little bit suspect because I am going to be doing this at something of a minus.
Right.
But I don't think I'm going to care that much.
I mean, you have a pretty big board. I don't think one minus is going to affect things all that much.
Fair. Let's not activate that effect for now. Let's actually activate Kit Kalos' effect.
Ah.
I'm going to summon that Rhino Heart from my grave.
Ah, okay. This is not quite the Yoinky Sploinky, but it's very similar. It's adjacent.
It is.
What's the cousin of the Yoinky Sploinky? Funky Dory.
Zippy Slippy. Okay,
Yeah.
let's send away a Merle. We'll activate Merle.
Comment in the comments, Chad. Which are you, the Hunky Dory or the Zippy Slippy? I didn't even intend it, but the Hunky Dory makes sense with Rhino Heart and a fish. One's a hunk and one's Dory. There we go.
All right. Speaking of hunks, let's summon ourselves a Kaleido Heart here. And I didn't hit any of my new shit that I wanted to do, so we're just going to do my favorite next move and summon Nightmare Griffin.
Ah.
Let me see if I want Nightmare Griffin's effect. That's a lot of Allures of Darkness right there. I do not need to activate that effect.
Holy crap,
instead,
Lois.
I'm going to set a back row. See what you have to do.
A back row too? Come on, RJ.
You already know that I have a back row in my hand. Whether or not it's the same one is up for you to decide.
Haven't I had it hard enough? Okay, the question is...
Have you had it leg enough?
Shut up. No one needs your shit, alright. Okay, so I'm going to lead with 1 for 1. We're going to send off Dragon Ruler of Sparks.
That is alright by me.
Burning it down. And we are going to summon the White Stone of Legends.
We Blue Eisen.
Another 2.
I have no response to that.
Okay. I will activate Premature Burial. I will revive my Galactic Spiral Dragon.
Okay, so you haven't normal summoned yet.
I have not.
Interesting. Galactic Spiral Dragon is a 9, or an 8, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't a synchro as of yet.
No.
It could be it's a Link 2. We're going for spheres. The spheres have to activate during your opponent's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Once per opponent's turn, if it's in the extra monster zone only.
Okay. I will allow this.
Alright. Normal summon Magna Rocket Dragon.
Okay. That's your normal summon. I think that's okay.
I will activate the effect of Galactic Spiral Dragon.
Okay. All monsters you currently control become level 8. I know what that turns into, and I do not particularly feel like dealing with it.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
So, that's okay. Let's see what you got.
All right. 8s ahoy. Yeah. We're going to make Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon.
Okay. That's fine.
Right. Battle Phase.
Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead and we're going to attack over this Kaleido Heart.
Okay. I'm going to Celiac here.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
I'll hit the Magna Rocket here. We'll send away Kaleido Heart.
Interesting.
We'll then activate Kaleido Heart. Summon back the Kaleido Heart. We'll send away a... Let's send away a Merle for now.
The Hue of Yu-Gi-Oh!
We'll activate... That's me! Yeah. That's the one. We are then going to activate Kaleido Heart. And we'll chain Merle.
Interesting.
We'll summon a Kit Gallows.
Ah, I see. Ah, you had the other Merle in hand, you rogue.
Alright, and we'll summon the Kit Gallows and attack, so you can't just attack over Magna Rocket.
Gotcha. And I got a Blue Eyes.
You do.
This is an attack. You're not lying to me. I can't see under the holograms. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely an attack position.
Okay, well, main phase 2.
Okay.
Wait, why can't I activate this?
If it's Soul Charge, you did go to battle phase.
Yep, I'll just surrender.
Okay. Hey! Tier Limit's got a victory. Kaleido Heart, guide us.
I forgot. For some reason, I thought it had to, like, destroy a monster by battle, or, like, you know, you had to actually do something during your battle phase. I didn't think as soon as you entered, it was just over. And yeah, all my hand was just 2 Soul Charge.
Oh, no.
So it's like, yeah, Soul Charge is great. You can get big combos, but if you open them and then not a whole lot of monsters to get your play started, it's like, what am I gonna do? And you just had game on board, I'm pretty sure. If not, it would have been pretty
I
close.
definitely did. Yeah. I have yet to find a side deck configuration for this deck that I don't hate, so let's see if this... Oh, good. I love to see this hand. This is a great hand.
God damn it! I warned them this would happen! I warned them and they didn't believe me! They were like, no, you'd be insane to take that out of your deck! You don't understand, Joe!
Let's see if this does the trick. We'll start with a Gofu. You got the tokens. Alright. Normal summon Merly. Merly be my guide. That's not the worst. That's not the worst mill in the world, is it?
It's a mill.
Yeah. What does this do for me? This doesn't stop you the way I want it to, but it is a mill. Let's activate Mally. All right, and we are going to do... Oh, I'm going second, aren't I? Huh.
No,
okay.
I don't have anything.
I did not first. Make this plan around the fact that I'm going second, because there are some very good cards available to me if I'm going second. That I did not have available to me potentially going first. The question is, do I prefer to go for that?
Can't believe you're playing Kaijus.
This particular kaiju has a use that I will explain to you after the match. Let's summon Space Insulator. We're going to see if we can't turn off Soul Charge this turn.
BS. Boral Sword.
Battle phase.
Oh, okay, I'm not dead.
Let's attack. You are not quite dead. I did not open with a single extender. That Mally was going to be big for me.
Oh, okay.
I will not activate a fast effect at this time. It will shock you to find out.
Good to know.
I will activate a fast effect at this time, however. And I think this all but turns off Soul Charge.
Yeah, essentially.
Which I do love to do.
Okay. If I got another draw, I have a chance. I can maybe do something. I just gotta believe.
Let's set ourselves a back row and see what you got.
All right, come on, a decent draw. That is a decent draw. I'm still not out of the woods yet, but Card of Safe Return certainly helps.
That is a good card. Okay, that's fine.
Monster Reborn! Give me that Jizakuru, baby!
Sure thing. All you, boo.
Let's take it. Yeah.
No, I will not be activating that effect at this time.
Summon from your... Wait, your graveyard.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that particular stipulation from Card of Safe Return. I ran into that in episode, 3? Yeah. The All Monsters Are All Types episode where I ran like 5 of this card.
Yeah, I was really hoping I get something like that.
The Naked Man will not save you today, Hardleg Joe.
Dragon Try.
That's okay.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Okay.
Get a Blue Eyes. One less thing that I have to worry about.
Has Blue Eyes in its
Premature
Barrel. Yeah.
I did it. Now I can draw a card.
You may.
Yay! Da 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 da. And then we will activate Burner, discarding the blue eyes.
Oh no. That's fine.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. Dragon Ruler of Infernos is my name. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna send these two. Make spheres.
Okay.
Okay, let's activate the Dragon Ruler Inferno.
He's burning.
Banish these two.
That's fine.
Hey, how's it going? Card of Safe Return. Give me another draw.
Pretty good.
It's going wellish. It's like being Welsh, but with fundamental differences. If you've got the Tearlament Suliek or whatever, you just hit spheres with it in my end phase, and it's just negated forever, and then I just dead forever. And anything that a Boral Sword attacks, it just honests itself. So I'm like dead there. So I'm trying to think if there's any other way I have around this, but I don't think there is. It's times like these I kind of wish I had played my my Big Eye, but I didn't think it would come up then.
Oh, glad to hear that. Big Eye was actually a major concern for me this week.
Yeah, no Big Eye this time. Oh, wait. Okay, this is going to take most of my cunning? No, all of my cunning. Okay.
The most cunning.
We're gonna have to get rid of the spheres. Go for Protector Whelp.
Spheres. Protector Whelp.
He's protecting.
Send one destruction something.
Yeah.
No shot, for sure. You would never do such a thing.
Buster Whelp.
What, are you gonna Union Carrier me?
Fun fact! I did actually open a Union Carrier this week.
Oh, don't tell me that!
Okay, so we are going to... Robert, I'm going to banish a light and a dark. And another light.
Oh!
Chaos Dragon
that's a rough
Levianeer.
one. I am going to have to do something about
Most
that.
likely.
And the thing I'm going to have to do about that is activate Effect Veiler.
Consider this effect veiled, then. Oh, actually, let's go into battle phase.
Okay.
I am going to run over your Merlin.
I thought you couldn't do that this turn.
Why wouldn't I be able to?
I had it in my head that you can't go to battle phase the turn that you do that? Am I just thinking of a totally different card?
I can't attack with Levianeer if it uses its effect, but I think if you negate it, it doesn't operate that way.
That is bizarre. Yeah, I will Boral Sword that attack.
I will attack with this then.
Okay. Yeah, that Veiler was a little bit of a throw, wasn't it?
I mean, not entirely, unless you really need that Merly on board for some reason.
See, the thing is, a Link 4 is a little bit of a problem for me.
Ah, I see.
A wee bitty problem.
A wee bitty one. Right, let's go here. The second spheres. And...
Oh, we don't like to see that. Okay.
And
oh, good of you to show up.
And I just have to do this now in case you have something that can stop it. In case you have another, like, tier limit.
Nope.
Just have to bounce, and... Now it's your good friend, Amorphage Goliath.
Good friend is a...
A
Bit of an
strong turn.
exaggeration for
Now,
a
if you have
relationship.
Needle Nose Dragon, or whatever the hell it is, that's like a 1900 that does piercing, I'm dead.
It's very funny. I can summon 2 guys. If I could summon a 3rd guy, I would win this game immediately. But yeah, I did not have to activate that Veiler there. I thought it would, the Legionnaire still wouldn't be able to attack, at which point I would not be concerned because of the Boral Sword, and I would get to keep my Suliak for later. But I did not get to keep my Suliak for later, and now I'm in trouble.
We spot a
We're going to go, Fu. We are going to normal summon Destiny Hero Denier.
What now?
Yeah, it's a good card to mill.
Denied.
What can I... You should be. You will be denied this victory if I have anything to say about it. Let's go malicious.
Malicious rhymes with delicious.
I'm so tempted to keep your Amorphage Goliath on the board. Let me tell you, sir. But you will have a blaster, which will end my life if I do. So we're just going to summon the Mally.
In attack mode.
Gonna go into battle phase. Yeah.
Just attacking over both of them.
Yeah.
Alright, I live to fight another day, unless there's some kind of link you can make if you're playing a Agave Dragon.
I don't think I have access to burn damage here. I am unfortunately required to let you know.
Required by law to let you know.
That card may not necessarily be what I need it to be. Okay, I'm gonna take the slightly less risky play here. I'm going to go Nightmare Phoenix.
Okay.
I will not activate its effect.
Okay.
And then I will summon my Boral Sword.
He's swording.
What do I have the ability to do right now? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot of tough calls going on in my hand right now, but I think this is the right one.
All right, let's go ahead and start by doing that thing that you said you wanted me to not do.
Yeah, that's not something I can stop right now.
Go, blaster! Draw the cards!
There's the card of safe return. Okay.
Alright! Go, Pebbles!
Oh, okay.
Get me the Redox! Attack mode. I'm not afraid. The dragons will have you.
I've never seen a less afraid man.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Very unafraid. There and there.
I don't like that sound. I don't like hearing that.
Wait. I might be able to... Okay. So let's use these two and make Guard Dragon Agripay.
Lincoln, you so far don't have the zones for Agripane?
I don't at the moment. Gosh darn it. Activate this.
Alright.
Defense. Oh yeah, to
Okay.
draw with safe return. And
Okay.
we'll activate Storms.
Oh. I did not realize you had access to that right now.
Yeah.
I am a little bit regretting not killing that card of safe return. I think I would have been in bad shape if I'd tried for it.
Yeah. There's... Still have a normal summoned. Alright, I think we grab Armagram.
What the hell ass balls we doing here?
Oh, that's so good! Such a good card.
Pretty strong.
Yeah. Activate this. Send those two
I'm gonna
off.
keep going.
Summon Tempest. We're going to activate the Armagram. Going to summon him from the graveyard. Card of safe return, carry me out of this!
My god, this card is really doing you a lot of work.
Alright. Activate Armagram. You're negated. I just realized I messed up.
I have to Veiler this.
Oh! And I have the cold behind!
No, wait!
Called by the grave! Doo-doo! Called by the grave!
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Augustus! So, we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a Boral sword of our own.
Boral sword of your own. That's a little bit of a problem for me. I will not lie. Okay.
Attack your Boral sword.
There goes my Boral sword, eaten by your Boral sword.
Yep.
That's fine.
Boral beats. And then I can... Oh, it has to be an attack position monster. Alright, you get to keep your token.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this has been so tense. Tenseness, thy name is me. And I have nothing else I could do that is of any use to me, Batman. Your move. Can you out a single Boral sword?
I think I can.
Please don't.
Let me just make sure it doesn't have any protection I don't know about. No, I mean, that card in your hand could mess me up. Let's activate Denier Engrave.
Denied.
Okay. Denier's effect. We're going to put back Mally. And we're going to activate Mally. Then, just gonna...
Cerberus.
Wait, it's not a main monster zone. That's
not.
Okay. That's actually, it doesn't matter. Because we have...
Nightmare Unicorn.
I should have gone for a different card here. We do have Nightmare Unicorn. I keep not putting it in the zone where I would get its second effect. Does it work? It does! Let's go! I have defeated the rulers!
Damn it.
Oh, we've done it!
Yep, and this is... I went in just like, you know, this is pretty good. The problem is, if I get all my graveyard stuff in one hand, I'm gonna be in trouble. And I just opened with like 2 graveyard revivals, Levianeer, a dragon ruler, and Card of Safe Return. And as you saw, like, if I had Card of Safe Return and a handful of dragons, it would have been Jover. I would have gotten everything and drawn cards. But if you get all your revival and none of your things to make your plays, you're just screwed. And I don't know, maybe I could have made Boral end there, but like, you know, Boral Sword could at least do something. Boral end is just kind of big if you don't have a
just kind of there.
Yeah, although now that I think it would have been the better one. I thought the Nightmares were more expensive. I didn't think you'd be able to afford them in this format.
They're super cheap. They have common and rare reprints at this point.
Ah, okay. How long have we... it feels like forever. It's been so intense. We could go and do one more.
All right, let's do it.
If you're up for it, we could do one more.
I am up for it.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get to see why that Jizukiru is there. I'm picking paper again.
Yeah, let me see if I could actually... Yeah, now this is the kind of hand I was hoping to get!
Okay, this is an interesting hand. We'll see if it does the thing that I want.
I mean, granted, most people, I feel like, have seen a lot of these Dragon Ruler combos at this point.
Ooh, opening with the Eclipse Wyvern. That's brutal.
Yeah, the Eclipse Wyvern's neat. I got the Spiral Serpent Dragon now.
Galactic Spiral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's Storms. Get these 2 out of the graveyard.
Yeah.
Of course, I know you're on the Veilers now, which is a problem. But you could veil something that I know and love. Something that I care about deep within my heart. You wouldn't do that to me, would you, Ronald?
We're going for... Did you just call me Ronald?
It's a name that we haven't gotten, we haven't gotten it wrong in that way yet. Normal summon.
Yeah. Go off, King.
Yeah. Howdy. It's your boy, LP. He's an EP LP boy.
He is that. That's fine.
Yeah. Boulders.
He bouldering.
He's bolder than you might imagine.
So they say. Does Galactic Spiral Dragon have an effect that special summons it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's its effect that special summons it?
While this card is in your hand or graveyard, if you control 2 or more light and or dark dragon monsters.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty
That's
easy
pretty
thing.
easy to
and then
get.
it's banished when it leaves the field. There you go. Aggro Pain.
Not ideal.
Okay, hit me with the Veiler. I know you got it. It ain't waiting on nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fine. I've still got an off ramp. I've still got a backup plan. Let me just think about this for a second. What do I want in the graveyard? So I can summon anything from the deck.
Okay.
This one. Howdy.
Ooh, pretty decent one.
And I can activate the Galactic Spiral Dragon.
Yep.
I can activate its effect to make everything level 8.
Yep. Enter the giant asshole. There is kind of a world where I just wait on the giant asshole dragon, like let you do the aggro pain thing, let you do all of that, and just hit the big guy.
I wasn't thinking about the giant asshole. That might actually be the better play, now that I think about it.
I am shocked that you didn't think of that.
People have seen it.
Yeah.
Let's just do. This is what I was really thinking. I mean, I've already lost, so it's fine. Got Hope Harbinger,
yeah.
which you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then we got Spheres.
Cool.
And then we set one. So
Okay.
it makes you know you got a spell negate and a bounce. It's like two-thirds
decent.
of your hand. Plus, this back row could be
Okay.
anything.
Let me see if I can do the thing I really want to do with this hand. Yeah, let's Gofu.
I see.
Let's activate Gofu.
Go for it, King. You know what? And I think that's if I'm gonna have to ban something, you've activated that every turn.
I have. It's a pretty decent one.
Yeah, and I mean it hurts me a little bit too, but I feel like my Gofu line isn't nearly as strong anymore. And that's something that needs to be hit at some point anyway. Now, I almost put it in this deck, except for if you open with non-dragons, you're screwed.
It's a really funny one. Out of here.
That's rude.
I've been called that from time to time.
Goodbye.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this thing.
Okay. Being all malicious.
That's my signature move. Let's attack with malicious.
Let's get the heck out of here. Tell me you
I had
got
no
the
idea
call
this was
by,
coming.
too.
I have something. You're not.
You're not, weary traveler. What do I want? Yo, what would make me happy in my life? I mean, we're already in the battle phase. Let's just put this on here.
Nah, you can have a blue eyes. That's fine. You can take it.
I think I actually don't want. I think I'd rather have the tuner.
Ooh.
Good
Ooh. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Main phase 2, I'm gonna set a back row.
Alright.
Faster to you.
Sounds neat. Well, that's like the worst top deck of all time, probably. Well, actually, hold up here. Could I do something very funny? The answer is yes. Yes, I could.
Ooh. We like funny.
We do. I think I need more of my resource engine. That's what I need. Okay. Let's do Redox. We're gonna banish this and one of the dragon rulers.
Yep.
We'll just get big Rocky Boy out here. We'll activate this.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and search Deborah's dragon.
Oh.
Deborah deck.
Spicy.
Yeah. And,
You call it Deborah Dragon?
you know,
I love it.
gone through some life changes.
All right. Fascinating.
Now I get my blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and battle. I'll get rid of a token. Oh wait, no, I should have attacked I should have attacked malicious. I guess malicious gives you access to another malicious, assuming you have 3. But it's also an effect monster.
That's okay.
It is acceptable. Okay, main phase 2. Let's normal summon Deborah. Let's go ahead and...
Interesting.
Ooh, that is kind of funny.
What could you mean by this?
There we go.
Okay.
And Spheres 2! Electric Boogaloo!
Hey!
They're back and ready for
fine.
more balls. Just like me for real. And... do I put up something else just to stop you from killing me in half? I don't want to be killed in half, is the thing. No, there's no way. There's no way. We're fine.
Kind of you to put a second light monster on the field, Hardleg, Joe.
I thought it would be the tier, though. Wow. Guess I should have put another thing on field.
The good news for you is I don't know what I do with the rest of my turn here.
There's a world where I made another play, and if I had, I'm realizing it would have been funnier.
Let's set a card and blind
All
allure.
right.
Surely this doesn't go badly for me. It didn't.
Immediately discard.
It went funnily.
All right, 2 times in a row. Let's see.
Ah, good. We love to see the
Your 2 best cards in this matchup. It's fine. Swamp Dragon solos.
just lose next turn. You've got like every dragon ruler ever. Oh, you don't actually have every dragon ruler ever. You have exactly Graham.
I have Boulders and Graham.
And possibly a dragon ruler in your hand.
I was really hoping that once I got Psyframe Lord Omega on here, I could put back the Tempest and have that for next turn. But you saw to that, didn't you?
I did. Let's soul charge.
You can make a level 9.
Now,
and
there are a number
10.
of things.
You got Bar on the floor?
Hilariously, I do own a copy of Geomath Mech Final Sigma, but it's probably not going to get me.
No, there's a lot of ways to out that.
I think we just...
You're just gonna make Boral Sword again?
We're just gonna make Boral Sword! I don't think I have another option. Because of what I drew off the Allure, I don't think there's anything else that this hand does.
Fantastic. Okay.
Hilariously, I think the actual play there was probably Borreload.
Put that back.
I think Borreload was more likely to get me there than Boral Sword.
Yeah, and now my magnificent play won't work.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, but
Actually, I'm not. The people deserve to see it.
Do, like,
all right,
this,
Graham.
though, you know.
You and me, round 2.
I guess we get rid of those. Yo, what up?
All right.
Get negated, scrub.
Get switched to defense position.
No, I can't even beat over you anyway. What are you afraid of?
Oral end, I guess.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Storms. Let's. Okay, fuck it. I'm just going for this again. Spheres every day, all day. Go, Redox. Let's do this right this time. You and you.
Mm-hmm.
Redox goes here. Tempest activates. We'll get the second Debris Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
We normal summon debris. We activate.
Yeah, hilariously, Borreload would have been the better card here.
It's not good, but I want to make it. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna summon this, and then we're gonna go into Varum, the Magistus Divinity Dragon.
What is this?
He's pretty neat, you know, does stuff. Battle phase. We'll just attack it. There we go. Go Debris Dragon.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that is. I really just underestimated how much removal I would need to deal with this. A lot of my stuff was set around, like, making a go first board, and I don't have enough go second tools. Yeah, and what's funny is, too, is, like, I could have made that, you know, in the last couple games. I think I had a chance to make it, and I'm like, but all Boral Sword has to do is switch it to attack, and then I die. Well, yes.
Unfortunately, this doesn't do anything.
I had that. There was a world where I could have tribute summoned that when you had the super poly set.
What do I have engraved that I confuse off of?
You have Mud Dragon.
I mean, I'm curious. We're gonna find. Oh wait, that's actually a good card. Hold up.
It's pretty neat, or it would be if I didn't have this. Get out of here, Dragostapelia. No, don't make me level 1. Come on. That's rude. You're rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Oh, that's fine. Level 1, and now I have a level 7? Don't mind if I do. If you had left that level 4, I wouldn't be able to make anything. Unless I got Pep.
Yeah, so this is awkward because I don't have a decent Link 3 for this situation, or a particularly decent Link 2. I could go into Verte, but then I wouldn't have the life points to also summon Boral Sword. So, I think we probably do what I was supposed to do last turn.
Charging a soul.
Alright. Surely you can't deal 1,000 life points worth of damage to me.
Not with that attitude.
And then...
Oh, you didn't bring back Boral Sword.
Nope. Because I'm making the OG.
The Boral Low.
And you know what? I will reduce your Debris Dragon's attack.
Wait, no, don't come back. I wanted you to stay on the field. Come on, man. Well, Soul Charge.
Hell yeah, let's go.
For 2.
I will allow it. I will not reduce your Debris Dragon's attack any further.
One. Well, you know what they say. It's like Mad Stan in his prime. Just gotta blow it all up.
Oh my god!
Yeah, just gotta get rid of all of it. Just gotta... And you know what? You were making fun of Debris Dragon so much. But in the end, it will be them who deals the final 1,000 to your life points. I can't battle. What am I thinking? What did I...
Soul Charge.
I'm so stupid. What? The other material can't be fooled. I do it. Well...
Oh, my Kingdom for the Monster Reborn I took out of this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, this was so great. Now I'm like stuck with this. If you top deck...
Just got a top deck Merle, it's okay.
Fine, whatever. You know what? I'll stand brave.
All right.
I'm not afraid.
Let's go.
Go, Debris Dragon.
Oh my god, that's The most hilariously bad draw under these circumstances. Yeah, you've absolutely got this. It is the danger pick.
No, Debris Dragon! You had your shot!
I will not be defeated by Debris Dragon this time.
Is there some way I could summon the Debris Dragon back?
Oh man, it's hilarious. If I had summoned that Boral Sword, or Boral Load, wow, there's so many of them, that turn instead of Boral Sword, I probably would have been in very good shape for the remainder of the duel.
There's a lot of mistakes made either way, but you know, still, you know, again, it's so weird how it feels like a lot of times we have like fairly good matchups. Like this was back and forth. We were both top decking. We were both on the edge of our seats. And it was just ruined by awful hands. Just like the worst hands imaginable. I got my first 2 duels. It was just like, I think I'm running 6 or 7 revival cards, and I just drew 2 to 3 of them in both duels and didn't have anything to revive. And I feel like we've had duels previously where you're like, yeah, I have 12 copies of this in my deck, and I didn't draw it. Well, you know, it's Chaos Draft. It's gotta be chaotic. Real quick before we go out, what's next week's thing? I didn't even look.
Ooh, that's a good question. Is next week the half of all cards we play must have been pulled this week?
That would have been really good for this week. My pulls were excellent this time.
The other half of your deck will have to carry this week.
I don't think I could play enough Dragon Rulers. I mean, at least they'll have that. Ooh, but I'll get to open. I can very selectively pull from the Master Packs to find really good stuff for next week.
Oh, that's a good point. You get Master Packs, or Secret Packs next week.
Although
that's
I think
funny.
you're up to 11 wins, so 2 more wins, and RJ has the whole season. So you have to tune in to see if he steps 1 step closer, or if I can snatch it back. Until then, good luck!
And have fun.
Hey there, folks. Thanks for watching the show. You know, content like this takes a lot of time and effort to produce, and it wouldn't be possible without the financial support of over 300 awesome patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to join them, there's a link down below. You can join up for as low as $1 a month, and any amount you could toss my way would really be appreciated. That being said, I'd like to give special thanks for those who went the extra mile and donated $25 or more last month. Their names are Davon Crushin, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Austin Glover, Chris W, ya boy Slurp, Montry, Barbarians Are Us, Boomer Noob _ Clockswork, Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Emperor Lelouch, Inge Magnus, Jeff M, JJ Squirtle, MBT Yugioh, Nathan, Gnaw Dog the Razor, Quintingent, Sanguine Strawberry, Spooky, Tenga Tapa Bob Ross, Tristan Marlowe, and Viscount Billy Esquire. Thanks once again for everything, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.